Hey, I'm Miles from Jacoby Manufacturing, and today I'm here to talk to you about the new Dexwitch, loop switcher and power supply. What this allows you to do is to control 10 of your favorite guitar pedals through one central control panel. It also allows you to power each of those pedals with a 9-volt DC out instead of carrying around that extra power supply. Let's take a look. Okay, so here we have it. We've got the 10 momentary switches along the bottom. Momentary meaning they're the soft touch switches, they're not those hard latching ones that make that clunky sound. So you have a nice smooth transition between your changes. Each of these channels, if you will, are controlled by the dip switches above them. What these dip switches do, they're also numbered 1 to 10, and they tell you which loop is on. So in this case, I've got channel 1 with dip switch 1 turned on. That means that only loop 1 or pedal 1 is going to go through the system. For this demo, I've also made loop 2, dip switch 2. So effectively what I've done is I've lined this up in a way that we've got 1 turning pedal 1 on, 2 turning pedal 2 on, and so forth. You can actually have as many loops on under one channel as you want. You can have all 10. So for instance, if I had to turn 1 on and turn dip switch 10 on, then basically what I have is loop 1 and 10 going on through channel 1. If you're not sure which ones are on, we actually have LED indicators at the top. So there's your LED indicators for each of your loops. In this case, 1 would be on over there, and so would number 10. At least that way when you're on stage you can quickly tell which loops are on in case you can't see the dip switch. On this side we have the kill switch. It's a bypass switch which cuts the whole board out in case things start getting a little crazy. It'll just let your clean signal go straight through the board. Next to that we have the tuner. This is for your dedicated tuner out on the back. It doesn't take up any of your other channels. It is its own channel. It allows the signal to go straight from here to your tuner and also doubles as a mute button. Then next to that we have the stomp and preset mode switch. This allows you to toggle between the two main modes that the Dexwitch offers. If we have a look at the back, we have all your send and returns that go to your different loops. And remember, this is a power supply as well. So next to each of these channels, we have a 9-volt DC out, which is pretty much the standard voltage that goes to your guitar pedals. We also have on this side the input and output. Remember that everything over here is stereo, so TRS for the nerds out there. And then next to that, we have your buffer switch. Basically, if you find you're getting any signal suck in your system, this buffer will allow to just up that a bit so that you get a cleaner tone coming out. Next to that, we have the tuner out switch on the back. The Dexwitch has two main modes, stomp mode and preset mode. If I go into stomp mode, it's your most basic way of operating the system. It allows you to turn on one pedal at a time or one loop at a time if you decide to put more pedals with it. Basically in this case I've got channel 1 on, which in this scenario is pedal 1. If I had to tack on 2, I could start adding on pedals one after the other like so. If I want to go to preset mode, this allows me to jump between two pedals or two loops instead of just cascading them. So you can go from one sound to a completely different sound if you're going from one part of a song to a completely different part of the song. On the right, what we have here is the tuner out, which doubles as a mute button. And then on the end, we have the kill switch, which bypasses the entire system. Now that you know a bit more about the Dexwitch, please check out more information on jacobymusic.com. Otherwise, check out our social media pages at Jacoby RSA. Until next time.
Oh,